They say that before marriage, a man will lie awake all night thinking about something that his wife said, and after marriage, he'll fall asleep before you finish saying it. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike. I'm Kevin's younger, smarter, and more charming brother. I've known Kevin almost all of my life. And we've been brothers for most of those years. Before I get started, I want to propose a toast to Carl and me Sung, as well as my parents, for bringing everybody here today for this joyous occasion. Cheers. Cheers. Now, standing here tonight, representing the category for Best Man, I have to say, thank you. It's obviously. It's really quite an honor. Thank you. I have to say it's really quite an honor, but not one I truly deserve. I'm not the best man. I'm just a good guy trying to make my way in this crazy world. We all know the best man here tonight is Kevin LeBrun. I'm only kidding. I really am the best man. Kev's more just a really good guy with the incredible ability to identify someone with great character. Now, I have to admit, speech writing is not one of my talents, so I turned to the internet for help. And after a couple hours of searching, I came across some really good stuff. But then I remembered I was supposed to be looking for speeches. After I got our new pop-up windows closed, I did come across a few good speeches, but none of them were about a couple named Kevin and Caroline. I decided to give it a go on my own. Now, I know what you're all wondering. How did a guy like Kev land a girl like Caroline? She's beautiful, smart, charming, and very kind. And she deserves a good husband. Unfortunately, Kev got a hold of her before she could find him. But enough about what Kev isn't. Let's give you a glimpse or some insight into the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin O'Brien. Now, for those that know Kevin, I'm sure you'll agree, he's a very complicated and multi-layered individual. So for that reason, I've decided to break him down into multiple characters. First, Kevin the Warrior. Those who have played any kind of sport with Kev, I'm sure you'll agree he's quite an avid athlete. However, you most likely also know his weakness. Much like the Greek demigod Achilles, he's rather weak in the ankle region. Now, you would assume, with feet the size of a small country, that God might have blessed him with strong ankles. But God has a twisted sense of humor, pun intended. He rolls over on those twigs like an intimidated accomplice. And speaking of those feet, that was the only player in the history of Sudbury Minor baseball who, after hitting a home run, was later called out for missing third base. With feet larger than the base itself. How is that possible? Well, he's a very talented man. Next, Kevin the Wise. Now, after a night of drinking my stepfather's vodka with a few of his chums, Kevin has a brilliant idea to fill the bottle with tap water. No harm, no foul, right? Vodka looks like tap water. Crafty. How about Kevin the Entertainer? Now, other than his Sudbury friends, very few of you know that Kevin was a lead singer of one of Sudbury's most prominent rock bands in the 1990s called Worm. And if we get a few drinks in him tonight, you may hear a very impassioned version of Live's Lightning Crashes. A very moving rendition for those who've heard it. How about Kevin the Intellect? When we were young, Kev, my cousin PJ, and I would often play adventure games where we'd concoct these complicated plots and storylines, very riveting stuff. That's right. And after about an hour or so, Kevin would get bored and would go inside to read. So this would then force PJ and I to come up with inventive and elaborate ways to kill him off. But all kidding aside, those that know both Kevin and I know that we're extremely close. When I think of Kevin, there are so many admirable qualities that stand out. He's a natural leader, does so with integrity and poise. He has incredible wit and sense of humor. He treats everyone with respect and in a non-judgmental manner, which immediately puts people at ease when meeting him for the first time. I think that these are likely the same traits that drew Caroline to you and will also make you a great husband and someday a great father. Kev, you've always been a strong role model to me and confidant, and I can't thank you enough for that. I've always looked up to you with great admiration, and I'm very proud to be my brother. I know I don't say it enough, but I hold you in a very high regard. I love you and respect you more than you know. Wow. Harder than I thought it was going to be. And I'm very honored that you asked me to stand up here with you today. Cheers. Now back to Caroline. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say you look absolutely amazing tonight. When I first met you, what struck me was how inquisitive and thought-provoking you were. And I also saw you looked at Kevin, and I knew how you felt about him. And I know you're continuing to make him a very happy man. One more piece of advice for the two of you. They say that a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. In closing, I'd like to share an Irish wedding blessing with the new couple. Please raise a glass with me. May the light of friendship guide your paths together. May the laughter of children grace the halls of your home. May the joy of living for one another trip a smile from your lips and a twinkle from your eye. And may the spirit of love find a dwelling place in your hearts. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Thank you very much. Let's get this party started.